Good morning, City Life family. Hope you're doing well. Today is Wednesday, just so you know what day of the week it is. It's our 18th day in our 21 days of prayer and fasting. We're encouraging everyone to look through Psalm 91 and to remember that God is with us, God is protecting us, and God is ever present. He hides us under the shadow of his wings. So do remember that psalm, to pray that together as families. We've had some quite exciting things happen in the last couple of days and weeks. The Young Life group that we have, the Young Life outreach to teenagers, has continued. So it's been working on Instagram Live. If you're into Instagram, you might have seen some of the posts there. And we've been having new kids join that online club all the time, which is great. And we've been doing some fun challenges every day, some lunchtime hangouts for the kids across the schools that we know, across Cantel, Oasis Academies, and so on. So do pray for that Young Life team, so they continue to reach out to teenagers. We've also been involved just with the local hostels, thinking about people that are sleeping rough. Many people have been taken off the streets and put into hotels and bed and breakfast to be looked after and cared for. And we've been working with a couple of charities in the city just to take food out twice a day to make sure that no one is left without food in Southampton. We've been doing that in partnership with the City Council. We've been given a letter by them to do that, and we've also been given some tabards to wear just so that we can do that without being challenged. And so pray for that work as well. It's happening every day. We're also launched, the House of Prayer have launched a new prayer line to pray for NHS workers and to pray for people that are worried about a family member. You can sign up to that, have a look at the House of Prayer website, Southampton House of Prayer website, and see how you can do that. And we've launched that in the city, and we've had a really good response. People say it's so good. Churches may have their buildings closed, but it's good to know people are praying for us. So be encouraged about that. And I just want to take a few minutes just to think about this Passover, because Easter lands, as we know, on the Passover weekend. It's always a full moon, as it was in the day of Good Friday, and as it was back in the time of Moses when he led the people out of Egypt. And so as we come to this Passover weekend, those two times with Moses, people were just gathered in their house. They had their family meal, they had the bread, the wine, the lamb, and they shared it together, and they put the blood of the lamb up on the doorpost, and any household that had that blood on was saved and rescued. And then similarly, when you go to the Easter story, we know that after Jesus had shared bread and wine, and he'd broke the bread and given the wine to his disciples, that was the Thursday night, and then the next morning he was tried, he was beaten, he was taken to the cross. And the disciples over that weekend, they fled back to their homes, and they were scared, they were terrified, and they were distraught. And we read then at the end of the story, after Jesus has risen again, that he comes to visit them in their own house, and he comes through the doors, and he presents himself to Thomas and the other disciples there in their house. And our prayer for you this Easter is that you do encounter God in your own homes with your families. Our prayer for each one of us is that we experience that first Easter in a different way as we're inside our houses, but that we encounter Christ and that we know that we are saved. And so, really excitingly, we chatted to Andy and Naomi last night down in New Zealand, and they've produced this Graves to Garden resource that you may have seen. So take hold of that for this weekend as well, and let that be a fresh experience for you to take hold of the Easter story in your own home. Finally, for me, because I'm on 4 minutes, is be kind, be generous, be grateful, and take time to think of some other people today. If you are not a key worker, then maybe do something nice, send a message or bake a cake or do something generous towards them. If you are a key worker, know that our prayers are with you. Many of us got your names up on our walls, just remembering you in prayer each day, and we love you and we value you and we care for you. That's it from me. Have a happy Easter. I hope your Easter eggs are all ready to go for Sunday. God bless you. Bye-bye.